Hello everyone, this is Deepak and I am going to tell about how to create a rotating banner by using HTML and CSS. Right now, I just open Dreamweaver software and I just create a file new and a HTML page here. So I just click on HTML, then press on create. Then next I just erase all the things and then I just save it into a folder. I just give the name rotating banner here. Here I just give the name is rotating banner. So basically rotating banner folder is already exists, so I just simply change the name. You can give the your naming on your own way, no need to worry about that. You can give any name or it's up to you, no problem. Then I just save the page is index.html. So right now index.html is our HTML page and basically now we need another one, that is CSS page. So I just create a CSS page here. I just remove all and I just save it by using style.css and save this one. And right now I just go to the HTML page basically to set the content. So index.html is my HTML page and style.css is my CSS page basically. Then we just set a doc type HTML. Basically doc type HTML is used for in HTML 5.1. After HTML 5.1 doc type HTML is used very rarely. So next one is our HTML tag and closing HTML tag. Basically HTML tag is used for the told the browser that right now the HTML page is starting. Next inside it we just write heading section. Basically it is so the heading of the content, basically used for the browser to understand, and inside it we just use title basically. So right now you can see that this is my page here and this is my index of page here, and you can see that this is my rotating banner. Basically this is the title our this is, and the index of HTML is our page name, this one. So next we just see that this is the head section basically. Next one is our body section. Body section tell that this is our body section basically. So title section is used for our browser to give a title. So make sure that when you give a title it should be a useful or meaningful things. Okay. Next one is our body tag. Inside body tag we just use h1 tag. H1 tag is used for our heading section. It is having h1 to h6. That means h1, h2, h3, h4, h5 up to h6. So right now we just use h1 tag and closing tag is h/h1. I just give the comment that is this is the image animation. Next one I just create a div. Div is just like a container. So basically when you create a div it can store some data or it can create a box like. So you can compare that div is known as a box, not equivalent to box but it is a box, you can consider. Then I just give the class name as a class is equals to light. So when you create a div you should give a name. It may be by using id or by using class. When you use a class then you just use it. When you write a CSS property you just write a dot class, or when you write id then you just write has then class name. Next I just link the HTML page to CSS. So basically you just use link, then I just write href. I just give the style page, that is style.css, that is my style page. Then you just select relation, what is the relation inside it. So I just write style.css, then we just write a type, what type of content. So this is the CSS type, and media is a screen because it can showing the data only. So that's why media is equals screen. Next one is a star margin 0, padding 0, border 0. That means it automatically remove all the data, all the extra spaces given by default by the browser. So it can erase all the extra spaces given by the browsers. Then after erasing all the extra spaces, I just saved all the file. Then I just write for the div, that is our class. So I just write the class, our class name is light, so dot light. Then I just set the height and width of the our website. So width is 100 pixel and height is width is 1000 pixel and height is 300 pixel. Basically it can show the height and width. In order to know where is my box, I just simply write border 2 pixel, color is blue color, and then we just write solid border. That means the border will be identified by the solid underline. So right now you can see that a blue color is showing on it. So I just refresh on it, that then I just refresh on it, and right now main thing is that I just double click on that, and then we just go to new, and then go to folder. So I just give the name as image, and in order to save our image which we use in our future when you use that. So I just click on image, then I select the image. Basically my image are given by the number 1 2 3 4 5 like that. I simply paste it here, and when I paste it this one, so when I simply paste it here, and after pasting this one, you can see that I just use here basically. So after that I simply border, and I just use transform translate in order to move it. So in x-axis this is 30% and y-axis it is 20%. So refresh that, and you can see that this is right now. I just adjust it, so I just move the x-axis, so 20%, so it is moving slightly left side. Again I just write background image. I just select image 5, this is, and background size is 100%. Background image is required for this. Set the background image inside the box, and in order to I didn't set the size of the background image, we just use 100%. First 100% is width, and second 100% is height. Next we just use, in order to continuously change our animation, we just write the animation is equal to slide 20 pixel infinite solid, infinite linear. Basically we just write here, that is our I just explain you how this one is going on. So slide is a name. When you try to create animation, we just give a name. When you animation attribute is used for animating the content, you must give a name. So I just give a name, it's slide. You can give any name, no problem. 20 second is a timing. That means in how much time the entire image will be changing. Then we just set that infinite. Infinite means it cannot be complete, it cannot be stopped. That means with the changing of time, the image will be automatically changing and it cannot be stopped. So it is my image is repeating after 20 seconds and continuously running, and do not stop anytime. So this is required for our animation. And next one I just write, that is linear. Linear means the speed of the changing image will be similar. No speed up or down is happen. That means the starting image speed and ending image speed will be same. That means in a similar, that means in a with no change of time, the image will be changing. That means no fluctuation occur. Linear means speed, same speed. What is the real meaning of linear? Means same speed. So linear means same speed. The image will be changed in same speed. And infinite means no run continuously. And the 20 second means give time. And the slide means simple name. certain name basically. So this is way how it is going on. So then I just exist and then I just go here. The next one I just write this is our at the rate of keyframe. Basically animation is used to create an animation. In order to run the animation we should use at the rate of keyframe. So I just write at the rate of keyframe, then I just give the name where I just use in the animation. So I just again use slide, then I just select a image here. I select one number image. It is I just give the name in this way so that you can understand which image you use in which position. So then again I just use 30%. Then we just use background image. Then I just use 2%, 2.jpg. Then I just use semicolon here. Then I just use 60%. Then I just use background image. Then I browse it 3 and then press OK, use semicolon, then close the bracket. Then I just use 80%. When the timing is 80% complete, the background image is image 4. So use it. Make sure that you always give the semicolon and close the bracket. If you do not close the bracket or miss the semicolon, the image may not be work. So I just refresh that. Then you can see that this is running now, right now, no problem. I just changed my heading from left side to center. So in order to change my heading, basically I just change the border basically 10%. So right now you can see that my border width is 10 pixel and it is showing the border, maximize border. Simply save this one. Then I just write the CSS property for H1 tag basically. In H1 tag I just write text align, then I just use center basically, close it by close this one. Refresh this one. Right now you can see that our H1 tag is present in mid section basically. Then I just write go here and I just give some extra space in the top of the heading. So for that we just write margin top. Then I use semicolon here. Then I just write 50 pixel. Refresh this one, and right now you can see that there is some space on the top of the heading section. So in this way we just set our rotating banner. Almost our rotating banner is completed. All the content will be showing here. The main point is that we just use animation, and second is at the rate of keyframe. So in order to make the rotating banner, main things are animation and second one is rotating banner use. So right now you can change the background basically. I just use red color here. In the red color you can see that background color is red color, and you can change by using RGBA format. So RGBA format is R stands for red, G stands for green, B stands for blue, and A stands for alpha. So right now I just set the value here. Red stands for red 30%, blue, green 40%, and you can see this one. This is the exact image here. I just use multiple color in a single way. So I just explain you how RGBA concept is working. So this is the RGBA concept. R stands for red, G stands for green, B stands for blue, and A stands for alpha basically, and 30, 40, 20, 0.5 is the value basically. So 30 stands basically with 30. This is the color amount, how much amount the color will be on the background, because we use multiple color now. So that's why we use the percentage basically. Right now we do not use percentage, but you can see the amount. So 30 is red color, 40 is for green color, 20 is for blue color, and 0.5 for is alpha color. So in this I use this one. So refresh this one, and this is the total image basically.